You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. It's a late one on a Wednesday night. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Dynasty Hot Sauce Podcast. And I'm Larry Morgan. You can catch me at Dynasty Hot Sauce everywhere. And at the Italian Bistro tonight down in Mississippi. Here we go, baby. Got the checkers. Man. God, this guy's like got a tablecloth. Every time I see this thing, it's all I see.
All I'm doing. This is the episode where we set the table for next week, homie.
Oh,
table setter for next week.
Nice.
Sir.
I have a shirt picked out already, by the way.
Do you?
I showed my wife tonight. I'm like, this is what.
Oh, did you try it on for her too? You like put it on? What do you think, honey? Oh man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 8 days till the NFL draft. 8 days till the draft.
How many days?
8 days. Today is Wednesday. It's next Thursday.
Feels unusually long. Like it's just and I know it's kind of usually it's a little later in April, but that's just where Thursday lands this year. But I don't know, man. It just feels like there's a lot. It was kind of more deadness than in between periods. I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I think a lot of that is because the leagues that we've all been in have been a little bit more lulled this year. I think that people are coming off of that COVID high of all these leagues, and now there's a lot of regret. I mean, we're losing a league. Most likely, we're losing a league that was just announced this week.
Yes,
I lost a different one. Like this will be the second league that I've lost, and yeah, I think there's a little bit of burnout from people. It's really what it is. It's burnout. So
yeah. Well, you can only win somebody that just is a loser every year that take its toll. It's just like I'm out. I want to be in this league if I'm losing every year. I mean, if I was Stevie D, that's what I'd be saying. Right? I was looking at his team in the OG league like yesterday, and I'm like, God, why didn't this guy get in the dispersal?
So no shit, two guys left a league like 3 days ago, and I was an asshole about it. I said, thank goodness that the timing is good and these teams are set up to find replacements. Like, dude, it's fucking April the 10th or 12th or whatever it is. And then he says, hold on, I'm going to read. I'm not going to put any names on this, but I'm aggravated by it. This just happened. I'll tell you what day it happened, actually.
And not a league that I'm in with you.
No. April 14th. So 2 days ago. 2 days ago at 3:45 p.m. Sorry, boys, down 2. I'm out and so is out as well. Good luck moving forward. Too much shit going on with us and work and kids, sports, and life. And I said, well, at least it's good timing and the teams are set up to find replacements easily. This shit right here is what pisses me off. He says, yeah, unfortunately having to ditch like half of my leagues. It sucks, but kids are ruining my Sundays and getting lineups in has become taxing. Bitch, you knew that lineups were taxing in January. Why didn't you quit then? Why did you wait until April to quit the fucking league? Nothing has changed in the last 4 months with lineup setting. That shit is
when they say
leaving a league,
I quit half my leagues. How many leagues are we talking?
I don't know, but it's like I have no problem with you leaving the league, but be respectful of the commissioner who has to find your replacement and give him ample time to do so.
Yeah, I could see being on the fence. I don't know if I want to get out of this league. You know what?
Man,
I don't know. I feel like you should be able to.
You got to shit or get off the pot, man. And they shat on us this week. So there's my opening rant. There, you got it out of me. You squeezed it out of me.
Nice. I'm trying to think if I ever left a league. Did I ever say I'm out of a league? I did actually. I pieced out of the it was like a Facebook.
Sure.
Oh, you know what? I can look at it right here in front of my face.
What? You didn't piece out in April, did you?
Ricky Butts. Remember that guy? Roto Heat.
Yeah.
It was a Roto Heat league.
All right.
I latched on to it was one quarterback, no tight end premium. And I got into this one in like 2018, 2019, and kind of just then I got into like tight end premiums and superflex, and I was like, again, I don't know, I was out.
Yeah, it just felt boring. I get it.
Just boring. I had a nice. My team was set up for success, so I didn't leave a team behind. I was.
You didn't do it in April.
Format.
You didn't do it in April, did you?
I don't think so. No, I think I did it right away.
Because nobody would be. Most people wouldn't be that disrespectful. Like,
or maybe it was asked, and that's when I made my decision. Maybe it was. Maybe it was just like,
back. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Maybe if that was a question to the league.
Yeah,
but I'm down. So with the HQ1 folds, the legendary podcast and league. That's it. That's a wrap. We are former champions.
Yeah,
and my
you
team
know
was
what? We had a lot of that league brought a lot of talk and it was fun. And I want to say thanks to the HQ guys for running those leagues for so long, and wish everybody the best there. I am going to miss the league, but I don't have the same passion for that league that I had. You know, a couple of years ago, we were talking about that league all the time, and then I don't know that we mentioned it, but maybe 6 or 7 times all season last year.
Our podcast was loosely,
it was born
surrounded by like that league was what the podcast was based on. Really, we talked about that podcast. We talked about that league the most. That was like the backbone of
well, Larry, that's where we met, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm talking about, but that first couple of years that we were doing it was all like, you know, I won the league, then you won the league, and maybe I won the league before the podcast. Whatever.
Yeah, you won the league.
May have a just want to drop real fast. Maybe we'll talk about it throughout this evening. Next week's the live draft party, and I might have 1 or 2 HQ podcasters, HQ guys coming on. Perhaps. I've been in contact, and I had one give me a Michael Sipes said he's going to try to come on next week. He's going to be in Vegas.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So yeah, there's the cliffhanger. Just broke it for you.
A little teaser.
Yeah, he might come on. We were texting back and forth. I was like, "Hey man, you know, what are you doing?" He's gonna be in Vegas for whatever, and I think he's gonna try to come on. We'll see how it goes.
Sweet.
And Madman as well. I've told both of those guys.
Well, you get
Shane's too bougie. Shane's too bougie. I don't know.
Right, he's got a lot going on. They got the DD feed or whatever.
I think I have to get in touch with his publicist or something.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to go through his agent from now on.
Yeah, but I got to reconnect with the Angry Sports couple. They're supposed to be coming on.
I'll reach out to them as well. Just double check.
EK Baller wanted to make an appearance.
Sweet.
Who else said? I have to run through my DMs, and
I was gonna say you need to put together a list of people so that you know who to reach out to again.
We had some. Yeah, we've had some guests that said they were free, so I got to. Let's go check everything out. But yeah, man, we're going to have a good time next week. It's just such an intrigue in the draft. I mean, what are you expecting? I don't know. What are the first 3 picks? What are your
based on Cam Ward's little interview thing, I can't help but think that he is the 101 in the NFL draft. Did you see this?
I did not.
He was asked to name like top running backs, top wide receivers in the league, and he said Pollard and Tajay Spears are 2 of the 4 top running backs. Nice. And he said Calvin Ridley and Treylon Burks are 2 of the top 4 wide receivers.
Tennessee's going to get him a nice wide receiver in the second round.
It's just I don't even know. Like Treylon Burks' mom doesn't believe that.
Well, Burks is
why say that? Why say that? It's because he's got to be getting drafted there, or at least hoping to.
Kayshon Boutte or Treylon Burks?
Boutte. Boutte, it's not close because at least Boutte's caught a few passes. Didn't Boutte have like 500 yards this year?
He had a pretty good year.
No. Let's not get too far. He didn't have a pretty good year.
Wait, hold on a second though. I mean, this dude was like a 7th-round draft pick, right? He just
He had
like
589 yards. So
yeah.
he was fine. A pretty good is, let's not use the word good.
He had listen to who we're talking about. That's not pretty good.
Brother, that's 39
Booty.
yards.
He was supposed to. He was like a top 5 Devi pick.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Something happened there was some sort of mental something that happened with him.
Yeah, there was some off the field.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. But
well, apparently he had some disagreements and he was argumentative and I don't know, a lot of stuff going on with him. But I just want to keep it in perspective. He was fine. He was better than Treylon Burks.
We've also spent
43, 589, and 3. What did Treylon Burks do? A couple hundred yards.
I mean, his whole career, he probably doesn't have 500 yards.
Yeah. He has 699 for his career.
Yeah.
34 this year. 34 yards.
Treylon Burks was a Devi 101 at one point.
Right. Yeah. Or at least he was like.
And he had that cool name. You know, there was that draft. He had like a famous draft photo with him and like all these hot chicks. Sitting on the couch. He was like, there's a lot of hype around Treylon Burks. He had a nice college career too. You know.
Oh yeah, he was real nice in college, but
got hit with a lot of injuries.
5 games, 34 yards this year. I'm sorry, but that's unrosterable. 6.8 yards per game. That is unrosterable. And he's certainly not a top 4 wide receiver in the league, Cam Ward. Come on. But whatever you got to do to hype up your guy, so when you get there, they don't haze you too hard. I don't know.
Yeah, and to put a bow on the Keyshawn Booty, he was really he was unstartable. He had like one big game really.
I mean, what he did was he had a fine NFL season. He had a season that's going to keep him employed for a few years.
Actually, he finished strong after the bye. He was like, had 200-yard games basically and a touchdown.
Right, you got to use the
2 out of the last 3 because he had a 95-yard game, 5 receptions and a touchdown. 20 points and then 24 points in week 18 against Buffalo. But all right, who cares?
Exactly.
So we're talking about the NFL draft, right?
I hope so, because I am so ready for that son of a bitch. Let's go.
Jets naturally picking in the top 10.
Falcons not this year.
Where are the Falcons picking?
15th, I believe it is. 15th or 16th.
That's kind of no man's land.
Well, they don't
give themselves a nice running back or wide receiver.
Why would
they need either?
I was going to say, why would they draft a running back? That's for damn sure.
I could see them taking a wide receiver.
I could see them taking a wide receiver for sure. I could.
Give Penix another piece.
Yeah, because I mean, outside of Drake London, it's not like they have a whole lot of receiving talent. So I mean, it's it's not a
Ray.
It's not barren, but it's not great. So I could see them taking that, or in the second round. By the second round, I'd be surprised if they don't have a wide receiver on. But we'll see. I bet the Jets go defense.
Oh, with the first pick? I'll be devastated. Devastated if they go defense. It'd be the dumbest. That would be because it's hard to be optimistic ever as a Jets fan. But if there ever was a time to be optimistic,
oh boy,
it's with Aaron Glenn, who's he was a great Jet, former Jet. I mean, the only negative about Aaron Glenn was he was the recipient of the fake spike from Dan Marino. That was Aaron Glenn. If you're familiar with the fake spike.
No, I don't know.
Infamous play.
Yeah.
The fake spike.
Where he fake spiked and then threw it.
Oh yeah, fake spike touchdown. Yeah, that was the old
no, I don't know the play.
Touchdown. That was on Aaron Glenn. But anyway, yeah, whatever, man. He's had success. He knows that the offense is how things roll. I mean, the guy from Detroit. Look how Detroit built their team up to be a juggernaut.
Unfortunately, Larry, they still need a quarterback.
We'll see about that.
They've got someone who can take snaps, but they don't have a quarterback.
I think he's a great fantasy quarterback. I think they're going to run the ball a lot. I think the Jets are going to have an offense that actually looks like an offense.
Oh no, they're not. They're not. Oh my goodness, the Steelers' offense didn't look like an offense last year with Justin Fields.
Listen, they're going to go offensive line. That's my prediction. Jets go. Mr. Membo sounds like a great name for an offensive lineman. Hopefully, he falls to them. The Patriots might. It's like a Will Campbell versus.
The Patriots are taking a wide receiver. They have to.
No, not that early.
They have to. They have to take multiple in this draft.
They're going to go offensive line. They got to protect Drake May. They can go wide receiver in the next round. They don't need a mediocre wide receiver as in the top 5. Ted McMillan does not deserve to go in the top 5, and Matt Golden better not go in the top 5.
I don't think Golden. I think Golden is at best a late first rounder. Man, the hype on him has died hard. I mean, it's like people have forgotten he even exists.
I
don't know. I think the Patriots should trade back, especially if like Shador's still there, and they can get out of that and get a little bit of. I mean, they don't need much to move back to like 8, 9, 10, whatever. Like, okay, so what the Saints are at the 9 spot? Do they jump up in front of, Vegas and the Jets?
I hope they the Jets trade with them. Pick up like a second rounder or something.
Well, they've got they wouldn't have any reason. Like New Orleans wouldn't have any reason to move up from 9 to 7. So the Jets are kind of shit out of luck because Carolina ain't taking a quarterback. So if New Orleans wants to make a move for a quarterback, they need to make a move earlier. That's why I was saying maybe New England does that, moves out, whatever. But that's assuming that Shador makes it to them at 5 or whatever it is. Because, I mean, I could see Cleveland taking him. I could see the Giants taking him. The Giants apparently are like divided about about Shador Sanders. They're like 50-50 in the.
It's it's hard to say with the smoke screens and all this nonsense. That's the thing. Where do you think Shador Sanders is going to go? Top 10 or outside the top 10?
I don't think he gets past New Orleans at 9.
Whoa!
I mean, Derek Carr might miss the season.
What about this Tyler Shaw guy that came out of nowhere, and now he's somebody that's good? They're talking about first round.
He's a second rounder. He's a second rounder at best.
Well, second rounders aren't. We
don't give a shit about second rounders. You're right. That's why I'm saying he's a second rounder at best. What the hell is there to say? I think there's 4 quarterbacks in front of him. There's 4 quarterbacks in front of him, and I'm not sure that 4 quarterbacks go in the first round, much less a 5th one.
Well, Jalen Milroe's going in the first round. Biatch.
Look, I just said there are 4 quarterbacks in front of him, and that is one of them. Jalen Milroe is. Now, I just also said I don't think there's 4 quarterbacks going in the first round. I think there's 3 that go in the first round. I think Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, and Jackson Dart go in the first round. And you're going to see Jalen Milroe. If Cleveland passes on, say Cleveland passes on Shador and takes Travis Hunter or whatever, or the linebacker defensive end from Penn State, whatever. Maybe they go Jalen Milroe with the second pick or whatever it is in the second round.
I think I'm staying away from Travis Hunter if I'm anybody. I don't want no part of that guy. He sounds like trouble to me already.
Oh man, I'm getting more excited about having him on a couple rosters.
Really?
Yeah, because he's saying that he's not going to just play one side.
Yeah, but why do we want to deal with some dude that's already like, I'm retiring? Like, you know what? I don't want that mess on my team. It sounds like it's going to be a problem already.
It sounds like he wants to play. Who the hell's mad about a kid who wants to be on the field? I'm there. Give me that. Give me the kid who wants to be on the
I
field.
guess what else is he going to say?
Yeah.
Pre-draft.
Give me the kid who wants to be on the field, not the kid who doesn't want to be on the field.
So
fuck the guy who's like, oh, whatever, doesn't give a shit. And give me the guy who wants to be on the field all the time.
But what's funny is he's a wide receiver 1, but he's a cornerback. He's like the second cornerback on a team. He's not like the number 1 guy on a team, but he's the number 1. He'll be the number 1 receiver on the team.
I don't know that he's the number 1 of either of those.
Yeah.
At least entering the league. Although a lot of people say he's a better corner than wide receiver.
Not excited that he's 190 pounds.
Yeah, he's built like a cornerback. But I mean, 190 pounds is still
kind of built like a receiver.
Is it really what he weighed in? Is 190? That's more than I thought. I was thinking like
188. He's 188 in DLF.
Oh well,
I'm sure they're accurate. I'm guessing they're accurate. Do you want to take a peek at the final DLF Superflex Rookie Dynasty ADP?
Do we have April? Yeah,
for the month of April.
Let's take a little peek-see at it.
Yeah, let's share the sizzy. Here it comes, baby.
I'm full screen and ready for it.
Boom! Oh, full screen it. Let's full screen it. Oh, fuck. Let's go. No, let's do this. Now, let's do that.
Yep.
And then let's do this.
All right.
All right. There's your top 15. A little sneak of the 6 to 16 there, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, Genty is the one-on-one. It is what it is. He's the one-on-one.
I'm not taking him if I need a quarterback.
I don't think you should, but there's going to be a lot of people that do.
But it's interesting that across the board it's Genty.
Right.
Like we're talking, they're pulling this data from
this is what I'll say about that.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different drafts.
This is what I'll say about that, Larry, is that without knowing Cam Ward is going first overall or whatever, Genty is the safest pick, especially in a mock. We don't really believe he's going to be the one-on-one in every league. If you got 9 leagues or whatever it is, no one really believes that. But right now, pre-draft, he's the safest 101. So why go anywhere else? Especially if you're mock drafting, where it's not like you have a team. Like, keep in mind, these guys don't have a roster when they're doing the Superflex mocks.
But with
they're just drafting guys.
But this first round is so rich with running backs. This could easily be, who could Quinton Junkins could have emerged to be the best one of this bunch. I mean, this is how deep it is. Like Caleb Johnson could just be the guy, or they could all be great. So I mean, Genty, great. Like he's like a superhero of the running back position, but there's so many like he's like the Batman, and there's a lot of Robins, but there's like a Marion Hampkin, like he's not going to be amazing, and Junkins and even Caleb Johnson, who was really like the RB2, and then he just kind of fell off a bit.
Well, didn't he run slow? Am I missing? Am I forgetting? I mean, hold on.
That was the RB5.
I feel like he ran slow.
So you got it.
Yeah, he ran a 4.57. So he ran a little slow. Caleb Johnson did. That's why he's his.
Right. So it looks like this DLF rookie ADP for the month of April is based off of right around 10 drafts. It looks like. So it's a consensus: Genty 1, Cam Ward 2, Marion Hampton 3, Ted McMillan 4. I mean, we could slowly go down the list and comment.
Yeah, let's do. I actually like that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, Genty is the 101. Pre-draft
for you, if I have 3 quarterbacks, I'm passing on Cam Ward. But if I only have 2 quarterbacks, I might take Cam Ward.
What if Cam Ward drops to the 4th spot, 5 spot, whatever? We don't know. The reason that Genty is the 101 in every one of these mocks is because none of these people have a team, and they all are drafting the safest 101 in the list. There's no question that Genty is that right now. We know he's going to be a first round running back. First round running backs, that's a W. We don't know where Cam Ward gets drafted. We don't know to what situation he gets drafted.
Yeah.
That's why.
I mean, you know the situation. He's getting drafted by Tennessee.
We don't
you
know.
You know what's going on there.
No, we don't know that though. We think he's getting drafted to Tennessee.
Of course, he's getting drafted by Tennessee.
There's a lot of.
He's going to be the 101. They're not going to throw a curveball and pass on Cam Ward.
There's been a lot of teams that have passed on a quarterback at the top of the draft. It has not been just a quarterback every year.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take because I thought that this was a no-brainer first pick. Like everyone knows, like it's no secret that Cam Ward's going to Tennessee at 1.
No, I don't think
that's not a done deal.
That's not a foregone conclusion.
In Mississippi, it's not a done deal out there, down there.
No, it's not. I mean, I think he's
You're closer to Tennessee than me, right?
Yeah, I'm 3 hours from Tennessee.
Wow.
3 hours from Memphis.
Interesting. Do you get different radio stations from different sports teams or no? Like sports?
No, I don't get radio stations from like Memphis or.
What's the sports radio for you?
Well, we have ESPN. We have a local station.
Who do they talk about?
Fox Sports. It's Saints.
You gotta listen to the fucking. You have to listen to this about Saints football all the time.
No. Because I do not listen to like some of the local guys are interesting, but there's a couple guys I just will not listen to. And it's not even because they talk Saints. I don't care. When I go down to New Orleans, I'll put on their local radio and listen to their bullshit. No, it's that their takes are so fucking awful. Like not long ago, maybe 2 years ago, there was someone on there claiming that the Mississippi State football program had more prestige than the Nebraska football program. And I was like, what are you talking about? Mississippi State has never won shit. You got to stop this fucking shit, people. It was just so I couldn't listen. I was like, yeah, this is the reason I don't listen to you because you're a moron. You think that nationwide that people look at Mississippi State and think that their program is better than Nebraska's. No, y'all both suck, but at least they have done something.
Wow.
So
coming a lot of ground here.
All right, so Cam Ward, I think Cam Ward probably ends up. I think Cam Ward probably ends up as the top pick in like 30 or 40% of rookie drafts. Does that feel fair?
Yes.
Yeah. Amarian Hampton at the RB2 spot, 3 overall. Does it feel like that hype is dying down a little bit?
Amarian Hampton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. I think his hype is rising. He was once he's going to be he'll probably end up being the third pick, but
I feel like his hype peaked like 4 or 5 weeks ago when you were like he's a first rounder. And I poo-pooed that, and then started to come around on it, and now I'm like, I don't know if he's a first.
I still think he's going in the first round. I think it's going to be a fun draft. And I got a text message from my daughter a minute ago that says, "Why do you and Justin keep cursing?"
Wait, how did she hear you?
First of all, Cassidy, go to sleep. It's 10:35. Are you kidding me? What are you even doing awake right now? Go to sleep.
How is she hearing you in the basement?
Why are you watching YouTube? You shouldn't even be able to watch this.
Oh, no, she's on the YouTube. That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
oh, man, we're in trouble with your daughter, dude.
Yeah. No, I have controls on YouTube. She has her own YouTube channel according to her age. Now I know that she can get to YouTube from her iPad, and that is a problem.
YouTube not labeled as adult only?
This is what's disturbing right here. This is something I'll have to investigate.
Yeah. Go to sleep, Cassidy.
Hear that? Run DFF. Say go to sleep.
You gotta get some sleep. I bet
I
you.
know, it's
Oh, no. Oh, wait,
10:35.
y'all are on spring break, huh?
Oh my goodness. We went to a water park, an indoor water park today.
I'm
Just
sorry.
just
Can
me and Cassidy.
you went to a what kind of park?
An indoor water park.
Water.
Oh my goodness, you with
I
the
can't.
water.
I
I
can't
don't
with the
say it
water.
right.
It's damn water. Shit.
What is it? Water?
Yeah, you're putting you're spelling like WORTER something water. Like thank
What?
God, man. Yeah, you got a water going on there.
Water.
It's just water.
Water?
Yeah, it's just water. That's it.
Water?
Yeah.
Am I
You're
saying it
getting
right when I
closer.
say water?
You're getting closer. And now it's starting to sound weird because we've said it
Okay.
38 times.
So
You guys went to a water park.
so I was in Pittsburgh. I went to see Pittsburgh Jets out in Pittsburgh with my brother-in-law and buddy his and his wife. It was great. Great weekend. And when we were out for breakfast, we visited my buddy who lived right outside of Pittsburgh at the time. And we stayed over there the first night. And after breakfast, and the waitress was making fun of me for saying water the wrong
No,
way.
it's because you weren't saying, yeah, right. Yeah, because you weren't saying water. That's right. Yeah. It's okay because my buddy Jeff, he says water.
Is he from? He's from the north.
No, but he might as well be. It's no, he's from South, but his he's got that Cajun influence in him.
Ah,
So
interesting.
yeah, his last name ends in AUX.
Oh, there you go.
One of them O boys.
So how do you say water? What's the correct pronunciation?
It's just water.
What do I say?
Water.
All right. Water.
I'm just saying, like with my Midwest accent, it's water.
Midwest. So okay. So what were we talking about?
We were talking about you went to the water park
Oh yes.
yesterday. You went to the water park.
No. Anyway, there was a lot of walking, a lot of steps.
Sure.
Like you go from one end of the place and you're just walking up like 5 flights. It's like you're walking up a 5-floor walk up. Like
Right. To get to a slide or whatever.
Right. And then you walk all the way to the other end of the place to go on another slide. And you walk and it's a 5-floor walk up. And you're just going back and forth.
Yep.
A lot of walking. And a lot of walking through water. There's a wave pool. Gigantic. It's American Dream. I don't know if you've probably even heard of it. It's like
dude. I love a good water park. In fact, like we're going to Disney. Right. Is she texting you still?
Yes. No. Go to sleep. Does Frankie talk to you like this, bro? Mama, what the heck? Why do you keep talking about the pronunciation of water? Go to sleep.
My daughter's a couple years younger than yours, but she recently started saying bro.
Oh yeah, I still get that's all the time.
She picked that from she picked it up from her cousins, but I'm like, it's cute right now. It's cute.
No.
Using it because she's not using it in a way that's like, bro, get away from me. Yeah. She's like, we'll be playing a game on the Switch or something. She's like, bro, it's like, we just laugh at it right now. She ain't gotten sassy with that now. She's a sassy little son of a gun, but that's not how her sass is coming out.
In 1 month's time of hearing that, you're gonna be done with it.
It's been more than a month now.
Oh man, guess what? Then 2 months. Once it's done, yeah, forget about it, bruh. When I hear that, man. You know who the Rizzler is? You know the Rizzler?
Do what?
You know who the Rizzler?
No, man. I'm 43 years old. I barely know what Riz is, much less the Rizzler.
You barely know what Riz. There's a Rizzler. It's like a fat kid. It's called the Rizzler.
No, I don't know anything.
He does some stupid thing with his finger on his face. It's so ridiculous. Ugh. Nope. Go to sleep. All right, let's just talk about Just talk about football. That'll pull.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she won't be interested at all. Yeah. All right. So, Amarian, you think he goes in the first round? I think he goes in the second. Either way, he's going to be in the top 4 or 5 of the rookie drafts, just because people are really excited about his package of skill set.
I have him in the Scott Connor Run and Gun League as a Devy pick, and I'm excited. picked up him and I drafted him and Ollie Gordon like right a couple picks away from each other.
Well, that's one
a couple
that
years ago.
Those two guys are taking a different path in this offseason.
Yes,
Because Hampton is flying up, and Ollie Gordon has become forgotten.
Well, Ollie
We'll get to him.
Gordon.
We'll get to him. Stop scrolling
Yeah.
down. We'll get to him. Well, we may not. We might not get to him. He's so far down there.
I know. We're only at pick 4. Ted McMillan, baby. I don't know. Are you hot or you cold on this guy? Because there's both ways to look at him.
I think I'm gonna let the NFL tell me what I should think.
Yeah.
Like if he's a top 15 pick, I feel good. If he's a late first rounder or falls into the second, I'm feeling a lot less good.
That's interesting because something tells me he's going to be a top 10 pick.
I'm okay with that. If he's a top 10 pick, I'm going to feel good about it. Like, what if the Raiders took him at 8 or 7 or whatever they are? That would feel good, right? Brock Bowers and him? You'd have two big bodies out there.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, he would be a compliment to any. I mean, he would be a nice addition to any team.
Right. But he would be walking into a bunch of targets in Vegas because they got Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers, and that's it.
Who I just traded, by the way. You want to have a quick trade break? Want a quick trade interlude?
Give me your trade.
Traded, and this was in. I guess there's a new guy in the Superflex Army League because I just did a deal with someone that I didn't know.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh God, was it the Superflex Army League? I don't know. I traded. Holy crap! What league was this in? This was in the Superflex Army League. Hold on a second. Trades. Let me just do this the right way. Boom. Nothing. What? This was in the Superflex Army League.
You've lost it.
You know what? Maybe I was in a different year. Let's do this again. Yep, I was in a different year. Guess what?
All right, what you got?
Give me your take. Larry Monkey gave up Trey Lance and Jacoby Myers.
That sounds relevant.
Stranded on Revis Island gave up the 208.
Oh, sure. Whatever. Who cares? I mean, like, Trey Lance doesn't matter, so it's just Jacoby and the 208.
Right. Exactly. This guy has oh God, who's he have? He has Herbert. So it's like the handcuff. That's why I threw Lance in on the deal. What?
It's like I don't think he was taking the deal because Lance, the backup, was there. The third stringer.
I'm sure it didn't hurt.
The third stringer.
Dude, how excited am I to move on from Jacoby Myers, who is 28. Going to be 29 during the season.
Right. He's 28. He'll turn 29. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Undrafted wide receiver, had his first 1,000-yard season. Pretty much gets about 800 yards ever since he's been in the league, more or less. I average about 800 yards a season. Never been a big touchdown guy. Well, actually, he had 8 touchdowns in 2023.
He's not been terrible. Yeah.
Right. But, he's been a consistent guy. But I'd rather roll the dice on the 208. I feel like there's so many tight ends and running backs and even quarterbacks. I mean, if there are going to be 4 quarterbacks drafted, the 208, you roll the dice on like a Milrow or whenever.
Oh, sure.
Or this Tyler Shaw or whatever. You know? Huh?
I think I'm going to be the one guy who doesn't have any Tyler Shaw.
Well, who the hell is Tyler Shaw anyway? I wish we had someone on that could tell us. Maybe next week.
He didn't come into this with no fanfare at all.
We've had a lot of analysts on this offseason talking about incoming quarterbacks, and I don't think a single guy mentioned Tyler Shaw.
There's a reason for that. Because he's not going to be relevant. Like, did we talk about any other second-round quarterbacks? No. Yeah. We didn't talk about. No one has talked about Jalen Milrow. Not a single person that we have brought on this show. Because it's just, and he's going to get drafted before Tyler Shaw. Look, man, That dude is older than well, just about everybody that's on the Jets right now. I mean, that dude's old. He's like 26 or something, or going to be 26 this season.
Who?
He's played his freshman season was 2018.
Who?
2018, Larry.
Who?
Tyler Shaw.
He's like seven. He's like 7 seasons of college
seasons.
football, right?
17 of the college football. Yes. How stupid is this? Like red shirt, COVID year, red shirt. Keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
You know what? Everyone wants that Bo Nix magic. You know, the dude has all the starts under his belt. That's what it's
but
all
he
about. Like,
wasn't.
oh, this guy's experienced, so he might transition well because he's seen a lot and he knows how to adjust and yada yada yada.
At
Right?
least, but well, except that Bo Nix exploded in his final season. I'm gonna pull this, but he had a great senior season. So there's more. Hold on, I'm pulling up college stats. Bo Nix had he completed 77.4% of his passes, had 45 touchdowns and 3 picks and 4,500 yards. Shaw didn't do that. That dude had let's see, Tyler had 3,200 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 6 picks in year 7 of his college career. We're talking about 2 different levels of stuff here.
Yep.
Oh no. So
All right.
all right.
Moving
So
on down the line.
yeah, let's keep moving.
What do we got?
Travion Henderson. I'm perfectly fine with him being in like the 5-6 hole. Him and Quinshawn Judkins, I could see that going either way. Just flip flop them whenever you want to.
That's what I'm saying. This is why I don't think that Ashton Ginty is that as valuable as like. Okay, so all these guys last 4 or 5 years. They get all these guys get us three or four of these guys get a second contract.
Okay, but Larry,
How many more points a game are we talking here? It's going to be a based on situation. Like Ginty goes through shit.
Larry, you're in your head. You're going. I don't need to take Ginty 101. I can take Quinshawn at 106. That's not necessarily true because you might not have the 101 and the 106. Like, what are you going to do there? You know,
mm-hmm.
You're not necessarily sitting on the 101 and the 106. You might be sitting on the 101 and the 110 and 204 or something. You know, like if you made a bunch of trades, but you can't just say, "Oh well, I'll just wait on." I don't want to take Ginty first. I'll take the quarterback first and then go get Travion Henderson at 5th overall. You may not have that 105. Most people are not as active as we are. And so you're going to find that there's going to be some 101s out there that are just sitting on the 101, 201, 301, 401. That's what they have.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that, it's not like they're sitting on a
Cam Ward's got some upside. He's got a lot of starts under his belt as well. That's one of the things.
He does. My question for you would be, Larry, do you think if you take Ginty, do you think you can get more for him than a Cam Ward in the trade market before the season?
I have the 101 right now in the Superflex Army League, the league I just made that deal in. I'm trying to trade the 101, and I cannot.
What is your QB situation? Well, you don't have to trade it yet. It's what I've always said, that like there's no reason to hurry to trade something.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good to make that move, especially when you don't need, the running back like Ginty. It feels good to get off of that, but it doesn't mean you have to do it.
It was you want to know what the trade?
What's your quarterback situation?
So I'm in this league with Stompy.
I
offered him the 101 for the 102 and a 2026 first round pick.
You can't do that, man. No one's giving you a 2026 first when they just got their own 102 to move up one spot. In a year like this where there's not some generational quarterback that's gonna, just run through the league.
Okay.
No one's doing that.
I offered him another. I offered him the 101 and the 311
for the 102.
For the 102, the 202, and the 302.
Okay, so you offered the 101 and what? The 311
and the 202.
No. The 101
and the 302
and the 302 for the 102, 202. No, you tell me what the fuck you offered, Larry. 101 and what?
I offered him the 101 and the 311.
That's what I'm trying to say. The 311. You could say 302. Yes, you offered him the 101 and the 311 for the 102 set of picks. First, second, third round.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever. So
that's probably better. That's probably more fair.
Because I wanted to. I feel like I don't know.
I
want to go. Jackson Dart, baby. Boom.
You feel like you need Cam Ward at number 2, so you don't need to be at number 1. You'd rather get whatever. You're being greedy. You're being greedy. Just
I know. Listen, I was floating out some March deals. That's all.
Why don't you offer like the 101? Why don't you offer like the 101 and the what second rounders do you have?
I'm throwing out some March deals. Well, I have
the second rounders. Do you have?
Let's second round. Okay, you want to see? Let's see.
No,
I have no idea. I'm going to tell you about my picks right now. I have the 101, the 106, the 111, 112, 201, and 208, and 212, and 301.
Okay, why don't you offer the 101 and 212 for the 102, 202? Why don't you do that?
101
and 212 for the 102, 202. Don't be greedy. Just try to get what you can. Squeeze what you can.
212.
And then see what happens, And worst case scenario, you take Genty and you trade him.
What's a soy boy, by the way?
What?
Any idea what a soy boy is?
I think it's a way of calling someone homosexual. I'm not sure, though.
Oh, all right. Well, it says Soy Boy Stompy. That's his team name in this league.
Let's
we'll just move on from that one. I guess.
Wait for this to be in my search history because it's happening. Soy Boy. Oh, no.
101. Okay, 102, 202.
Yeah, it's
101 and 112. No.
The 101 and 212 for the 102, 202.
Oh,
you get the bump in the second
round. I don't know. As a vegetarian, there you go.
No,
Thank
it's
you,
not.
Mickey.
It's not.
Let's just move on.
That's not what it is.
We might have other. Well, we might have some people watching that probably shouldn't be. So maybe table.
Well, it's just it's a term used to describe men who appear to be lacking in masculine characteristics.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't need to. I wasn't going to get too crazy.
There you
Don't
go.
worry.
Well, I sent it off. I shipped it off to old Stompy, who is living in Australia.
I might even do the 208 instead of the 212 if you'd like that. So like 101
for the
101 208. Yeah, you should. 101 208 for the 102 202. I would even do that. Knowing that you want the quarterback. Right.
Well, let's talk about maybe and then he takes Ward. That would be funny. He has his quarterbacks are he needs one. Yeah, he needs a quarterback. He's got A. Rich and Caleb Williams.
And who do you have?
I just have Drake May.
I
have Drake May and Aaron Rodgers. But I have 16 players on my team. Like I'm in a complete rebuild.
Yeah, and you got all those first. You can grab Shador Sanders or Jackson Dart later or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I have Drake May and Aaron Rodgers, and then you have like the Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett, Andy.
Yeah, none of those guys matter. We don't care.
But I have no running backs, and I have Martin Harrison and Garrett Wilson and Brock Bowers.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I have some building blocks, and I feel like this draft I can kind of fill in a lot of the blanks.
Sure. No, I hear that. I would try to divest that 101 into something a little bit later.
Right. Like I don't.
And look, if it doesn't go like if he won't trade the 102, go to the 103 owner and see what you can do with there. Go 101 to 103. Maybe the 103 guy wants a running back real bad.
I have no problem like skipping running quarterback altogether and just loading up on talent. And just because I'm still there's a taxi squad in this league, so I can put all those guys on a taxi and then tank again.
Is this an NFL league or a sleeper?
Yes.
NFL? Yes. So the taxi squad actually works. Yeah,
right.
It's true. Like you don't have to try and do
Yeah, no, I can bench. I can put all my draft picks, or my plan is to put all my most productive draft picks on Taxi. That's the plan for this season.
Yeah.
I'm still marinating the steak.
Right. Yeah. It's not ready to come off the grill. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I have 16 players and only, 1, 2, 3, 4 are startable, really.
Right. And you have like 4 first rounders or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah.
One
I'm
one,
loaded there. So it's going to be an interesting build. Yeah, I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited. Boom.
All right. So we have let's get back to this list of players here in the ADP. All right. So Travion and Quinshon, that's fine. Here's where Shador Sanders pops up at the 7 hole.
I feel like this is where this guy's going to move wherever he's drafted.
Yeah.
Like
he
this,
could go up
this
or
draft
down.
position's not going to be 7 if he's a top 5 pick, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that, like, if he goes in the top 5, I don't think there's any way you take like a Tet McMillan over him. That kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, especially if he goes to a place where he's going to like see action.
Yeah, exactly. Like if he goes to Cleveland, he's a top 3 or 4 pick.
Or the Giants. Well, I mean, he's not. If he goes to the Giants, he's not going to play the first year because they have Jameis Wilson and Russell Wilson.
Right.
Which would probably benefit him, unless he starts out shining everybody.
I think he's the most NFL ready of every quarterback in the draft.
Yeah, so he might go in there and he might go in there and just leapfrog everybody, which would be impressive. That would be a big boost.
I don't question Shador Sanders' NFL ability. I question whether he's going to be fantasy relevant. That's the only thing but like I said last week in Superflex, I'm willing to take the safer quarterback. I'm willing to bet on the guy who's going to have a starting job. And obviously there's no evidence that he is, but I'm okay with being a little safer at quarterback than taking the huge high risk, high reward, especially if it costs me the 103, 104.
Well, I mean, if you look at the 10 drafts that Shador Sanders was selected in, according to this ADP, the lowest is a 4, the 4th spot.
The earliest, yeah.
Yeah, the earliest is that was in 3 of the leagues.
Yeah.
The lowest was the 13th. So he has 2 10s where
anyone lets him drop to the second round of rookie drafts is screwing up.
But the point is he's all over the place right now. So that's probably going to
9-spot swing
mm-hmm.
in 10 drafts. That's not that. There's just what it tells me is no one knows what the hell to do with him.
So it's interesting. But yeah, okay, moving on now. Let's go, baby. Well, that's
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren. This is an interesting pick. The 8th. Is that where Tyler Warren's going? 8th pick. Luther Burden goes in the first round. You think he goes?
Yes.
Ahead of Tyler Warren.
Yeah, I think that Luther Burden ends up as a first rounder. I don't know that he goes above Warren, especially in leagues that we play where the heavy tight end premium. There's going to be just that desire to take that shot.
Yeah.
More interesting than Luther Burden is Travis Hunter at the 9 spot. Luther Burden's at 10, but Travis Hunter's at the 9 hole. And you were just talking about how you didn't really want to mess with him.
Yeah.
But what if he goes somewhere that says, yeah, he's going to play 75 of wide receiver snaps? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting then.
I mean, all reports have him going to Cleveland at 2. So that draft capital means a lot. And he's on Tankathon, he's listed as cornerback / wide receiver.
Right.
But who knows? They list his cornerback statistics next to his name.
Yeah, and then
I mean, he's going to have to level out somewhere. I mean, he's
like the wide receiver. So
yeah.
All right, so it's Travis Hunter, then Luther Burden, and then Emeka Egbuka all the way down to 11. Didn't expect to see him that low if you had asked me this 2 months ago.
Well,
now it feels about right given the list of names in front of him.
I think he's going in the first round also.
Yes, I agree.
So, I mean, a first round wide receiver, and if he lands in a nice place, like if he goes to a spot that's got a nice quarterback, I mean, if he's set up, he could be set up or he could be drafted somewhere. If he's a first rounder, it's the same thing. You got to draft him.
Yeah.
In a rookie draft. I'm not taking him 11.
To be honest, there's not that many situations that would just be awful for a wide receiver.
I mean, all of a sudden, everyone's complaining about this class. All of a sudden, this draft class is
Nope.
That's why I didn't believe anybody.
No, Larry. No, it doesn't look that way because if we get down to like the 10 or the 207, 208, it's like, oh shit.
We're getting a super flex.
We don't know
12 teamer. We're getting 12 players out of this draft. We're getting a starting lineup out
of the first round.
Yeah, we're getting a first round out of this draft.
I don't know because I don't know that. Well, I don't think Trevion and Quinshon are going in the first round. I know Caleb Johnson ain't going in the first round.
Oh yes,
so that's 3 of your running backs. That's 3 of your running backs.
Okay, now, check this out. Colson
Loveland could get in the first round, and Jackson Dart could get in the first round. That replaces the couple that would have been out.
Hold on.
It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight.
You're going to throw. Okay, so let's go. Jalen Milroe. He's going in the first round. Why would they? Well, they only invited like a dozen people to the draft, or like 17 maybe it was.
Yeah, I was going to say it's closer to 20.
But still, they invited a little over like 52% of the draft class potentially
of the first round. Yeah, right.
So chances are this guy's going to get drafted in the first round. Why else? Why would they even bother with this guy unless they want to make a true Hollywood story about him?
I don't know.
He's a QB4. So you're basically saying there's going to be 4 quarterbacks drafted in the first round. Colson Loveland's going to be his draft. It's going to be Tyler Warren and Colson Loveland in rookie drafts. They're going to be interchangeable, I think. Because they're interchangeable now. So why would they not be interchangeable unless he gets drafted to like Vegas or get some unless these guys go to somewhere where
it won't be Vegas, but I get your point.
Yeah. Or if he goes to like Kansas City. I mean, you don't love Loveland if he's going to Kansas City over Tyler Warren?
Nope, not at all. No, because I know I got like 2 more years of Travis Kelce.
You think you're going to get 2 years of him?
Didn't he sign a 2-year extension?
Well, I don't know.
I think he did.
None of that stuff means anything, right?
Well, I mean, it means at least 1 more year and probably.
You know who I really like? Who was high? Again, these Devy guys, they're volatile. They're volatile. They just go up and down, up and down. Trey Harris was once like a nice Devy pick, and then he kind of faded, and now he's getting. I don't know if you've heard his name recently, but he's been getting some hype heading into the draft.
Right, Trey Harris, isn't he the Ole Miss?
That's your boy. Yeah.
Yeah, of course I've been hearing the hype. because the local guys are like,
Trey Harris,
yada, yada, yada. I'm like, oh boy, Here we go.
Yep. Down. Trey Harris. Trey Harris.
Speaking of old, how old is this dude?
Trey Harris is 23.
Yeah. He played 5 seasons.
Just turned 23.
Okay. So he's not old.
Which doesn't sound. I mean, guess what? 5 years ago, 23 was like, oh my God, this guy's 23.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, he's 23. Right? 23 was old for every position.
Yeah, but you got to think about the COVID year and all that shit.
Yeah, COVID just fucked everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. So his ADP is at an all-time high right now.
Right. We'll see how it holds on.
Okay, yeah. Trey Harris. Oh, we leapfrogged to Trey Harris. Sorry.
We did. Although we didn't skip too many.
I think if Caleb Johnson's going to be an early first rounder, oh, man. All
An
these
early
guys,
what? You mean an early second rounder? Because
early second rounder.
he ain't getting first.
No. I said that mistakenly. I misspoke. But Dart's Jackson Dart is a top 10 pick. What if he goes
I
to
can't see it. I can't
the
see it.
Saints?
I
Hey,
can't
you know what's
get-
funny is I heard two guys,
Yep.
one guy on our show, and I heard from another like more senior type of guy to compare Jackson Dart to Kenny Pickett. We had someone on our show to compare Jackson Dart to Kenny Pickett. I can't remember who it was.
I can't. I think it might have been. I might have said if he goes in the top outside the top 15, then I'm not as interested because look at guys like Kenny Pickett. I think that might have been me. I don't think anybody's comparing him directly to Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Maybe. If it was you, then yeah. Well, anyway, I heard
Jackson Dart, who's right now sitting at the 201. I mean,
Jackson Dart. Or it's going to be one of these deals where all the quarterbacks disappear beyond Cam Ward and Shador.
I think it's possible. I think it's possible that we're looking at like Cam Ward and Shador in the top 10, and then the next quarterback's taking like 27th.
But why does everyone hate Matt Golden? But he's going to be probably drafted 14th.
Well, it's not that people hate him. It's just that like he doesn't. His draft profile or his production profile is very limited.
But why don't NFL
this year
know this?
I think they kind of do. I mean,
okay.
So
you're saying he's not going to go top 15?
I'm saying that there's a good chance that he doesn't. If he falls out of the top 15, I'm not taking him in the first round. Okay. I might take one swing just for the hell of it, in some random league, but just because the risk reward is there. But I don't. The outside the top 15, the second 15 of the first round or the second 16, whatever, if we're saying top 16, has been not good.
I think Ollie Gordon could be the next Rudy Johnson. Sorry.
That's an interesting comp.
Yes. That's my feeling.
See, this is where you're going to see, look at all the running backs in the middle of this stuff here.
Yeah.
And then the wide receivers getting
Scatterboo. Like, is Scatterboo really going to bring his game to the NFL level?
He's more athletic than people thought he was. So that's good. But he's still not an elite athlete. That's not good.
He's slow.
Could you see him being like kind of a gadget do-it-all guy? Sure.
Like a Danny Woodhead type of guy?
Well, except with size. Because he's a bigger,
5'9". What do you mean size?
Not that height, the size. He's not 5'9", 178.
He's 5'9", like an MJD.
Yeah, sort of, he's got that kind of build.
Yeah. He'll have some hype because he's got a cool name. And he obviously he performed.
Right.
But still, quarterbacks are interesting. Dylan Sampson, man. Dynasty Rich just wants to marry this guy. He's all about this Dylan Sampson.
And maybe I think he's a third rounder. And I'm getting less interested in these guys.
Tennessee.
As third rounders.
Look at this trajectory.
Yeah, I mean, he's done
9 spots.
He's done nothing but rise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Trevor Etienne? I have him in a Devy league, and that was just like apparently the NFL likes his dual action like that.
He's a day 3 guy. He's a day 3 guy.
Hey, we'll see.
4th, 5th round.
If the Commanders draft like a legit running back, what kind of expectations do you have for the Commanders in the NFC East and beyond?
Well, I mean, I think they're contenders in the NFC East regardless. They were right there this year. They just ran into the Super Bowl champions.
Yep.
I mean, I think that the Commanders can be much better or can be better. I think that the Cowboys can be much better. I think the Giants are still a shit show, and the Eagles are the defending Super Bowl champs. So that's pretty easy.
You don't think the Commanders, with a legit running back, can be what the Eagles were when they got a legit running back?
I wonder what your definition of legit is, though.
It's like
Because
a first round, second round running back, early second. I mean, they're going to have they're in prime position to take a running back at the end of the first round.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know that I see it. So we'll see.
And Amari and Hampton and Jaden Daniels and who else did they pay? They made a big. They have Debo Samuel, right?
Yeah, they got Debo.
Do you love? You're a Debo guy. You love him on the.
I think it's a good fit for them.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin just running free out there with Debo underneath. Yeah, sure. Why not?
There's a team that needs. They lost De'Ami Brown and Daniels loved him. What they need a wide receiver too, because Debo's kind of like a gadget guy.
Debo can be a really nice number 2.
Yeah, but guess what? Neither McLaurin or Debo can stay healthy. Honestly, and I'm obviously the injury guy, so I preach. But at the same time, these are two guys that have a history of, and McLaren is. I mean, how old is he? He's getting long in the tooth.
29.
So,
I think he's 29.
right. You should no one's looking to trade for him. And if you are, what are you getting for him?
He'll be 30 in September.
Yeah. So what are you getting?
Nobody's trading him though. He's the kind of guy that you leave on your roster for the next couple of years and hope that he gives you production.
Right.
Because what are you trading him for? A late second? Who the hell wants that?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that
you're saying what I think you're trying to say.
I'm saying if I got the choice between Terry McLaurin and late second, I'm going to keep Terry McLaurin.
Oh, I thought you were saying the Terry McLaurin value check.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah, baby. Oh, wait till you see it. Holy moly.
I'm going full screen so I can see what's up here.
Oh, my God. Hold on. Can you even see it? Hold on.
No, because you got you're zooming in the wrong shit here.
I'm on the wrong screen.
Yeah, you are.
Stop sharing. Share this tab instead. Here we go.
All right, we got Superflex. That's good.
Yep.
That's whatever. All right, the 109. See, this is why you can't do it for the 20 whatever. The 109 or Terry McLaurin. Now we were just talking about the 109 being.
I can see why I would never do this. I would never trade the 109 for Terry McLaurin.
No,
I can see why someone might.
Yeah.
Right? You can too. Like this is going to be his year, right?
Yeah, I guess I can see
You're
that.
going all in. You have the 109.
Especially say you have Jaden Daniels as well. So now you go, okay, I'll trade the 109 and get my stack. Because people love a stack.
Yeah. Who cares? Yeah. He's going.
I have a rant about stacks for another period of time.
Ooh.
Doesn't have to be a night. We can hold on to it.
Okay. So we have some big, lot of stuff here. We could do a number 2 we could talk about, right? Okay, Terry McLaurin in the 207 for Javonte, Jordan Addison, and a 2028 round 2 pick.
I didn't see that it was a 2028.
Classic.
Oh, golly.
The Datitude Dynasty League. Love it.
Oh, my goodness. Man. Give me Addison and Javonte in the second, I think.
I kind of agree with that.
God. But that's a 2028. That's so gross. Commissioners, don't allow your people to trade 4 years out.
And give me 3, man.
Don't do that.
Okay, here we're getting back to basics here.
Yep.
Oh, here are some good deals
I
here.
like this one, the number 4. I like that one.
Talk about that while I just get a beer out of the fridge before it
I
explodes.
can talk about it. All right, so we got Terry McLaurin and the 206 or Kyron Williams. I think you're probably looking similar years of production out of the two of them, with Kyron Williams having the bigger ceiling, and I'm going to take Kyron Williams. I can probably get whatever you're getting at the 206. I can probably get that same thing in the third round, like taking a running back, a shot at running back, whatever. I can do that. So give me the Kyron Williams side, and I'll just let them eat the 206. They can have it.
All about Kyron Williams over that one. And the next one I think is a no-brainer as well. Number 5.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin, the 108 and the 408, or Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm banking on Marvin Harrison Jr. The man who had a really nice rookie season, but was disrespected because people
overshadowed.
Well, people expect that these wide receivers just blow up in year one as rookies. That doesn't necessarily happen. So we can skip the next one. It's an IDP. Don't give a shit about that.
What was that draft pick? The 108?
The 108. So
that was the Tyler Warren, Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter general
right
area.
in that range. Yep.
Right in that range. All right, so what was next? Where am I?
The 112 and the 406 for Terry McLaurin. Now that's more up my alley.
Yeah, that's a good one. Forget it. 406 is a throw in the 406.
Yeah,
that was the counter, right?
It's gotta be right. Yeah. Somebody offered the 111 or somebody offered the 201. He's like, no, I want the 112 and the 406.
How about
because
the name
I've got to
squeeze
the 406 out of you,
Can we talk about the name of this league? The tight end Superflex Dynasty 2025.
Okay, so let me ask you: is that name of that league very interesting?
Well, I mean, why? What kind of? That's a weird fucking name for a league. What's funny is that the league underneath this is the Dad Joke Dynasty League, but tight end Superflex Dynasty 2025. Like, what the fuck? I mean, obviously the startup must have just happened because why would you call your Dynasty League 2025?
I think he needs to. Fix that up a little bit. Get a little creative.
So Marvin's Room is trying to swing a deal with the Colombian sensation.
Colombian.
I think both sides win here.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're rolling the dice either way. Both choices are a dice roll.
Yeah. All right, scroll down to number 10. And let's wrap it up with that one.
We'll wrap up the Terry McLaurin fucking
major. So Kenny Walker and Terry McLaurin or Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh,
I know how you feel about Terry. I know how you feel about Kenneth Walker.
You're not taking the Walker side.
No, I'm taking Marvin Harrison Jr.
Of course.
We just said like Kenny or Terry McLaurin and like the 108 for Marvin Harrison Jr. I'll take Terry McLaurin and the 108 over Kenneth Walker. So why would that change for that setup?
You know what? I think number 12 right here, McLaurin for the 204 and 304 is really what the value is.
That's cheap. That's a cheap Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin is not worth more than the 204.
See, I was thinking like if I'm a contender, like the 112, 201, I think that's fine.
He's
worth more than the 204.
I think he's worth, you know what? I think he's worth the 204 and the 304. Mm-hmm. This is the perfect throw in a third deal for Terry McLaurin. I'm not doing any better than the 204. There's no way I'm paying more than the 204. If I want Terry McLaurin on my team, I'm not paying more than the 204.
Yeah, you probably won't get him. I don't think he's going to be sold for that in many leagues.
But if somebody has him that's just like, why do I have this guy on my team? I mean, this is like a Jacoby Myers. And I was excited to get rid of Jacoby Myers for the 208. So the Terry McLaurin 204 is, I think, the equivalent to Jacoby Myers in the 208. I think it's a perfect parallel of deals. Yes or no?
It's fine. That's how I feel about it. It's fine.
Terry McLaurin for the 204, I think, is exactly where he belongs.
I wouldn't sell him
for the 304.
I wouldn't sell him for the 204, and I don't care about the 304.
Well, then he's gonna sit. He's gonna rot on your team.
He's going to be the guy that
He's 30. What's he gonna be? Keenan Allen?
If he's Keenan Allen, that means I get 2 or 3 more really good seasons out of him.
How
So
old's Keenan Allen?
32.
He's around the same age.
I think he's like 33. No. Keenan Allen's older. He's
Right,
either
Terry
33 or
McLaurin.
33.
Okay, Terry McLaurin or Derrick Henry. 2 old timers.
Golly.
I'm Derrick Henry all day on this one. And I used to be a Derrick Henry hater.
I think
I'm so out on Terry McLaurin. I don't think all of a sudden he's going to be. You think Terry McLaurin I guess he's. You know what? I might be talking myself back into Terry McLaurin.
Yes, see, here's the deal.
Mike Evans. He could have a Mike Evans like right into the sunset. Yes.
Well, what's crazy is that Terry McLaurin's like a 4.32 guy. He's got wheels. He's an athlete.
But he's long in the tooth.
Yeah, but he's okay. So he's going to be 30.
I feel like a Mike Evans is his ceiling, right?
Oh, probably. Mike Evans is a great ceiling, though. Good gosh, if I could turn all my wide receivers into Mike Evans ceilings, that'd be
funny. There was a time when I couldn't get rid of Mike Evans fast enough.
Well,
I think everyone who's had Mike Evans has gone through that because he's been around forever. He's been around for 10 years.
I can't recall trying to get rid of him just to get rid of him.
I mean, think about the quarterback.
Keenan Allen will be 33 in just like 12 days. So 11 days.
Oh, here's a nice sweetener. The Terry McLaurin sweetener. The 103 or Terry McLaurin and the 106.
That's interesting.
That's a nice sweetener.
But I want the 106 easily.
Yeah, 106 and Terry McLaurin.
Well, because
over the 103,
I'm going to get the same tier of player at the 103 and the 106.
So you're going to get Amarian Hampton or Cam Ward at 103.
Yeah, or I'm going to take
Ted McMillan. You have your choice.
Well,
or 106, and then you're entering Tyler Warren territory.
No, I'm getting like Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Or Shador. Or Tyler Warren. So you're right.
Yeah. What's the difference? I still have a great choice of picks.
It's almost like you have the first tier is 1, 2, and then the next tier in the rookie draft is like 3 through 8.
Yeah, it's like I don't care. This is the same tier of players in there. What's the difference between Amarian Hampton and Quinshon Judkins? In the grand scheme of things, probably nothing.
Well, that's my argument. That's my argument against Genty. Like, what's the difference?
Well, there is a difference, though. I mean, Genty has obviously got a little bit, more ceiling, I think. And he's going to get some draft capital. It's going to guarantee he's got a few years of play time. Jamie coming in as we're about to get off because I'm getting sleepy.
Oh,
where you been all night, Jamie? So, yeah, I'm gonna have to call it quits pretty soon, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10:30 around here.
Oh,
we got started a little late.
Is it? It's 10:30.
11:30 your time.
Yep,
about to be just shy of.
Yep. I don't care, man. I have not had time to myself in so long, so every second is good.
I hear you. Well, you might be on your own because I already ate my cereal and everything.
You ate your cereal already?
Well, I was waiting for you, so I decided to have my cereal. So
dang it!
Here is my Big Daddy bowl. That's a cereal bowl in my world. It's a quart.
What kind of cereal these days? Because cereal's kind of like the worst thing you could possibly eat, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I love it. I just learned that recently.
Yeah, tonight I had Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios, nice. How many different boxes in your cupboard?
If I say 12 or 13, is that too crazy?
Nice. Is it just do you roll up the like the bag, or is you guys
no.
Or how's it work?
Nope. I got 2 different things. I got boxes, and then I have containers that I pour some in.
Yes, the plastic containers with the handle.
Right. I got a set of plastic containers in there, and then some of them are in boxes slid on the top. I have a whole section in the pantry. It's just cereal. And then I have an overflow in the laundry room, like above the washing.
You buy the big like dog food bag of cereal, or you can buy the box? It's just a regular box.
No, I buy the bags too, man. Hell yeah, the 38-ounce bags of cereal from Kroger.
Got any shredded wheat?
I don't have any shredded wheat right now, but I don't mind shredded wheat.
What?
Let's see. I have like Raisin Bran. I have several different kinds of Cheerios.
Raisin Bran?
Yeah, man, I love.
I feel like you're in Mississippi. You should like make your own Raisin Bran out there. No?
The hell? There's nothing better than Kellogg's Raisin Bran. Don't buy off-brand shit either. Don't buy the generic shit. Don't buy Post. It's got to be Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Don't buy Post.
No, it's only Kellogg's. Kellogg's or nothing.
Kellogg's or nothing.
Kellogg's or kill me. I don't care. Well, gotta have the Kellogg's.
Okay.
I also have. Let's see here. Cocoa Pebbles. I have
Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, man. Jamie with the try crackling oat brand. What do I look 64 over here?
Where the hell does he live? Does he live in fucking Canada with that shit? Is he in Canada?
Shit. He's in Kansas. I don't know what the hell. Crackling oat brand.
Dickie's having a stroke just listening to Run DFF talk about fucking cereal.
And see, here I am keeping him I'm keeping him in business. I'm over here drinking. I'm drinking like a gallon of milk every 2.5 days, and he's like, "Oh man." And Dickie, I don't have to worry about diabetes.
Dickie, man, I love that you have a whole fucking diabetes section in your fucking kitchen.
I mean, it is straight up. Fruit. Oh wait, I didn't mention the Fruit Loops or the Cat
Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops are the worst fucking cereal on earth. Like this is the worst thing ever.
I'm not arguing that, but I love them. Yeah.
My Colin was like, he's like, I want those. He didn't know what they were. He was like, that's what I want. I want that. I'm like, you were never ever getting that ever in your life.
Oh man. Jamie said, "What are you at, 12?" Yes, dude. I might as well be 12. You're right.
What else besides Fruit Loops? I'm curious. You got like Count Chocula at all? Or?
Oh, I got the Cocoa Pebbles. That's where I get my chocolate from. Which, by the way,
I'm a Cocoa Puffs guy, and they ruined the recipe. That I don't know if the aliens got to it or what. Cocoa Puffs are not the same as they were like
I don't like the Cocoa
5 years ago. It's like they're different.
I don't like the puffs. I think that the Cocoa Pebbles make the best milk after the cereal, because that is a big deal with the cereal. It's good. The milk has to be good after the cereal, because I'm drinking that milk. Damn it.
Fucking Jamie thinks the fucking Ninja Turtles are in on this cereal action here with the marshmallows.
Well, it could be. You could have Lucky Charms. What about Lucky Charms?
So what do you got? Let me see. What else? You got the traditional stuff like Frosted Flakes going on, or
I don't usually
cornflakes.
I don't usually get flakes because they get, and I like my cereal not to be super crunchy, but they get a little too soggy. You know what I do like is Rice Chex.
What?
It's like when I don't want something super sugary, I'll throw Rice Chex in there.
How are you even walking around the supermarket and been like, wow, that box of Rice Chex is just fucking staring right in my face right now.
The generic Kroger brand, but dude, when I decide that it's time to stock up on cereal, man, I look like I'm going to I'm donating.
Okay.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I'll have like 20 boxes of cereal, 20 boxes of bags in my cart. I come home and my wife goes, "What the fuck again?" And I'll tell her I was low. I needed my variety. I had to restock.
Dude, I'm with your wife, man. She's looking at you going, "Dude, you with the fucking cereal." I have a question though. Here's a good one. What is the cereal in your cupboard or pantry that gets the least amount of love? Like, which is the one's collecting the most dust right now?
There is one in there. Dang it, I forgot what's in there that just like sits, and I only eat like once every 3 weeks or something. Yeah, I can't remember what it is. That's why I can't. That's why I only eat it like. Do
you have any like fancy like high end like the puffins, like the what is it like those Whole Food, like the Whole Foods?
Are you kidding me?
Fancy stuff.
Like the fanciest I get is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Come on, man.
Oh wow, that's high end. The cinnamon highbrow.
The CTC is highbrow. It is. You got to buy that shit.
Well, you have 12 kinds of. So what are we talking about, man? What's any extreme cereals that you're just like only? I'm afraid to even talk to you about it.
No, I just got I got the staples, dude. I got the staples from the 90s. They're all there, dude. They're all there.
Flintstones, Do they have a
Fruity
cereal?
Pebbles. They had Fruity Pebbles.
Pebbles. Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes I buy Fruity Pebbles. Jamie said Cinnamon Toast Crunch is my 5-year-old's favorite. Dude, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is everybody's favorite.
But you know what? Everyone said, how many times in your life do you think you've said breakfast is the most important meal of the day?
No, who knows how many times?
Probably more than 10 in your entire life.
More than 100.
That was made up by some random dude that wanted to sell cereal.
Maybe, but it actually does start your metabolism.
No, yeah, that's what everyone's kind of turned it into. But yeah, man, somebody was just like, I need to make some cash. Hey, breakfast, the most important meal of the day. You guys got to get in on this action.
What's funny is I very rarely eat cereal in the morning.
You're right.
Like once every month, I'll eat cereal in the morning.
Alphabets. Kidding me?
But I eat cereal at night, like 6 nights out of the week. I eat cereal at night.
You know what? I used to refuse to buy pancake mix that like required the just for water stuff. Just add water. Just add water.
Yeah. Right. But it's hard to find water.
But then it turned into I want pancakes every morning. So now I'm just like
you don't just like whip up a pancake mix, like throw some flour and sugar and a couple drops of vanilla or whatever. Like you don't
send that recipe my way. That sounds good. Is that a Mississippi pancake mix right there?
It's just some pancakes, like whatever.
Yeah. Send that recipe my way. Give me
our griddle is sitting on the counter from Sunday morning. My griddle is sitting on the counter from Sunday morning when my wife made pancakes.
Ooh.
Mix in Fruity Pebbles in that pancake mix. You ain't lying, Jamie. That's some good shit right there.
I've been a turkey bacon guy lately.
I like turkey bacon. I like it because it cooks a little cleaner. So when you cook it, it's not like just greasy as hell.
Yeah. The turkey bacon, like, and I used to be, I have like 10 pounds of bacon in my freezer right now, just sitting in there because I've been a turkey bacon guy. So all of the bacon that I've got.
Is it also because you have to remember to pull it out and defrost it so you can eat it? And then by the time you want it, it's still frozen?
I don't have to defrost bacon to cook it.
How the fuck are you cooking bacon? In a slab?
Oh, I'm the man when it cooks bacon. I make the best bacon you'll ever have in your life. I should have made you bacon. I probably did make you bacon when you came out here.
You made bacon.
Did I make you pancakes and bacon? I had to have. I was so hungover.
You made bacon. I'm not sure about pancakes, but you made bacon and it was good. It was good.
Oh, so I do if I don't have defrosted bacon, I will throw the slab of the pound of bacon in. I fry bacon in a little bit of water. A little bit of water.
Again, you put just a little bit of
water. Is water.
Yep. Yeah. Right. Water.
I'll put some water in the pan with the bacon, and that not only it doesn't boil the bacon, but it slow cooks the frozenness out of the bacon.
Gotcha. Right.
And it also limits the grease that shoots that pops out of the pan.
Have you ever cooked it? Have you ever cooked it in the oven on a
I have
baking pan?
Yes, I have. It's still delicious that way too.
Yeah, it does. It turns out really good.
I used to cook
it. Make sure you pull it out and stick it on a paper towel, like stick it on a plate with paper towels right after it comes out.
I used to cook. I was a chef in a pub, in a bar.
Oh well, then you've cooked a lot of bacon on pans.
Yeah, in a giant pan.
Right, a freaking.
I laid that bacon I laid that bacon on a pan that was bigger than Christmas.
Yeah, 8 minutes later, bacon is crispy as hell because it's going.
Because it's going in the pizza oven.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Look at this guy on the clock. We'll get this
3 drafts. You guys just finished up y'all's dispersal. I'm so happy.
We never talked about the dispersal this entire show. We didn't even mention
That's okay. That's okay because that dispersal, nothing has happened in the last 5 or 6 days. It's even worth talking about.
Yeah, no.
After like day three, it just didn't matter.
It was just nothing but garbage picks out there. Unless you wanted a backup, unless you wanted like Jaden Daniels backup quarterback. Can you name that guy? Who is it? Who's Jaden Daniels backup quarterback? Who's relevant? Who actually is relevant? Because Jaden Daniels is a running QB and has a flimsy body. I could easily get, crushed to smithereens. But yeah.
Oh, and he's in the IDP as well. Golly, we're not even
IDP. Levante David. What the heck are we talking about, man? Just take whenever I'm in an IDP league, I still just take offensive guys. I feel like whatever. I don't care. And
yeah,
I'm not in any IDP dynasty leagues.
If your IDP league isn't starting the same amount of starters as like on offense and defense, you can just neglect it. Yeah. I've seen them where it's like 11 offensive starters and 4 defensive starters. What the hell? There's no value in those 4 players.
I horsed around with IDP like back in the day, like with a free Yahoo league. Oh. And I just found myself just not I feel like those guys I just paid attention to offense. I loaded up on offensive guys and I just waited for like the waiver defensive guys. I loaded up on defense via waivers and just rankings towards the end when I didn't like an offensive guy in the draft. That's pretty much how that went down. And I was actually had a really good team. I had a great team. I had a tremendous team. But Burden, I don't know what the hell he's talking about with his Burden and Golden, but Flacco. But I don't know. When in doubt, just go for the offensive guy. Why are you doing an IDP rando draft a week before the fucking
that's what I'm curious about. That's what I'm curious about.
Kidding me, Jamie Perogue?
All right.
Let's hit the road.
Shit up.
All right.
Hopefully your daughter's not listening anymore.
Hey, the NFL draft. She better not be. The NFL draft is coming next week. Let's check out the show. Come and see us and we'll party all night. It's going to be amazing. Thanks for listening to the Dynasty Hot Sauce Pod.
1, 2, 3, 4.